Officials and city leaders from across the valley are preparing for what they say could result in some tense moments or violence. They tell Channel 5 News they've received word members of the militia are threatening to block their ports of entry.
We visited Starr County to find out how they are handling the situation. Sandra Quintanilla has the story, and she's live in our Hidalgo County newsroom. Sandra.
Starr County has 3 international bridges. We're told the people who run them and authorities from Starr County met with Customs and Border Protection officials this morning. Their goal was to discuss the militia's threat to block the ports of entry across the valley and find a plan of action. The Rio Grande City Camargo International Bridge is quiet right now. So are Starr County's other ports of entry located in Roma and Falcon Dam. Community leaders here fear daily operations may be disrupted. They received word members of the militia plan to protest illegal crossings September 20th by blocking the flow of traffic. Rio Grande City Mayor Ruben Villarreal understands these groups have the right to express their opinion. His concern is not knowing their exact intent.
What can we expect? I don't know. And the unknown becomes an issue that we really got to prepare for. But I am 100% sure that with the National Guard, with DPS, with Border Patrol, and local law enforcement, we'll communicate and we'll handle whatever comes. Because the level of communication that exists doesn't get talked about enough, but it is an extraordinary amount of communication.
Mayor Villarreal says he's worried about people's safety.
If they're here to block traffic, to be a hindrance up between traffic and a port of entry, that causes a problem because it's a safety issue. It's a huge safety issue for them and for the people who are frequenting that facility and those avenues.
He also fears a militia protest at all valley ports of entry could significantly impact the local economy.
A port of entry is not just a port of entry for people, it's also a port of entry for commerce. I want to say that hundreds of millions of dollars get transacted at ports of entry. So if their intent is to cause a disruption in a port of entry, it's not only a matter of people, it's a matter of commerce as well.
Villarreal admits he knows nothing about the militia, only what he sees on social media sites and reads and hears about in the news. He says some members display weapons and come across aggressive and determined for their voice to be heard. That worries him.
I know that the state of Texas provides for them to be able to display their firearms, but I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to make us nervous because we're not used to seeing firearms being openly displayed. We're not used to people carrying their sidearms close by. It's something very unfamiliar to us.
Villarreal says even though they're not familiar with the militia, they plan to be prepared.
We've never dealt with militia here in Starr County. We don't know what their temperament is or their personality, but I can tell you that knowing that they might be here, having the information conveyed to us from Customs and Border Patrol helps us prepare and helps our leadership prepare for whatever may come.
At this hour, police are still formulating their plan. Villarreal describes the communication between local law enforcement agencies and other agencies like DPS, the Border Patrol, and the National Guard as exceptional. In fact, all of these agencies have a presence in Starr County. That in itself, he says, gives them a sense of comfort that they'll be able to handle anything that comes their way. Live in the Hidalgo County newsroom, Sandra Quintanilla, Channel 5 News.